Hi, welcome to part 3 in my series of building a website in Notepad++. Okay, so I've been working on my website Unkert Math, and you'll see I have a lot of code that I've written for the index page. And today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to build some pages and some subfolders, uh, and then what you need to do with that in terms of the pathways of the style sheet and various other things that you need to do. So let's get started. So what happened is I built this, and I have this on a local browser. I built this website, and I have this home page, and I'm going to have some more recent articles here. I'm going to have some ads here, and then I have this center portion here, and I have a nice menu built up. And in this part, I've written out a whole bunch of stuff. I have a few photos I need to add in here, so it's a work in progress. But this is all the summarizing what we did in AP Calculus in semester 1. So we have second derivatives of position, so second, third, fourth, fifth, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, which are velocity, acceleration, jerk, snap, crackle, and pop. Whole bunch of stuff. Derivatives of E. Okay, so I'm going down. This is a lot of stuff for a home page. Now this is a great article, but not necessarily something I want to include on the home page. And then after that, I go right into the pre-calculus summary, which is fairly lengthy as well, and then to the Algebra 2 summary, which is also fairly lengthy. Now, what I would like to do on this home page is maybe have a short summary of some sort of the semester, and I'll have to think of that later. But I'd like to have basically where I can link to each of these individually in their separate places. Okay, so let's see. Let's move down some windows and let's make some folders for each calculus, pre-calculus, and algebra 2. All right. So we got Unkert Math here. This is my folder. Now I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call that calculus. Okay. Create another new folder. Oh, 2 new folders. Okay. One is, call this pre-calculus, and then we'll rename this one algebra 2. Okay. So we've got those folders, and that's what we need to start having. So then I'm going to open this back up, and I'm going to create a new file. And let's save this file in the calculus folder, and let's save it as calculus, hope if I spell it correctly, calculus semester 1 summary.html. Okay. All right, so we've got it saved in the right place, but we have no code. And do we really want to write all the new code? Well, no, of course we don't. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is go back to the index page. I'm going to hit Control A and then Control C to copy it. And I'm going to copy this entire thing into here, and then I'm going to hit Control S to save it. Okay, I'm going to go back to my folder here, and you'll see I have this file. And I'm going to open this one in the browser, in my Google Chrome browser. So let's open it up. Now, if you look at this, we have the same content as the index page, but we don't have any of the style sheet pulling in. So that's the problem. And the reason for that is the pathway to the style sheet is not indicated correctly. What is happening here is we go up to the head of the page. We'll see that the style sheet, it's looking in the CSS folder for style.css. But now let's take a look. We're in this calculus folder here. We don't have a CSS folder in here. So one thing I could do is I could add a CSS folder and then copy the style function in here, but that's not the best solution. So I'm going to hit, I think I have to go up one pathway. So to go up one, I'm going to hit // because let's see, calculus was down one, and then hit Control Save, and then go back to here. Let's see if it pulls it in. Okay, so now it's pulling it in. It's going to the correct pathway, and it's pulled this in. And now I have the same thing as my index page, but I have calculus, pre-calc. So I don't really want calculus, pre-calculus, and then algebra 2. So one thing you want to do in your code, now this is the calculus page. When I went down, you see this comment here? You want to make comments for stuff like this. So comment says begin calculus summary here. So I'm going to go and I'm going to keep that. I'm going to scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. And then it says end calculus summary here. Okay, so now I can take that and I can delete all of the pre-calc and the algebra 2. Just going to delete that, hitting the backspace button, and then get rid of that line, hit Control Save. Now refresh. Okay, and so now we only have a calculus summary. Okay, so that's good. Okay, and now I'm going to repeat the process for those other pages. So I'm going to go to my folder, and I want to go up into algebra 2, and we'll do a new file, and we're going to save this file, save as. We're going to go up here. Look at math. We want to go to algebra 2, and we want to save this as algebra 2 semester 1 summary.html. I'm going to create that. So we're going to paste the entire thing in here, and you see where it says begin algebra 2 honor summary. I'm going to delete above that up till we get to the end part of the main. So keep going here. Okay. We want to go delete all the way through the begin calculus summary. And there, hit Control Save. All right, and oh, that's not what I want. I want to go here. Actually, no, that is what I want. Sorry. I'll go here, and I want to open, and let's check it out. Chrome. Okay, again, we have to specify the correct pathway to that style sheet. So I'm just going to go up here and put .. hit Control Save, pulls it in, pulls in the style sheet, very nice. Okay, and then we've got one more page, so file, new, paste that in. Now the reason why we're not getting all the highlighting is because I haven't saved this as an HTML file. So let's do that. We'll save it in the right place, and then we'll copy it. So this is going to be pre-calculus. We're going to save this as pre-calculus summary, or semester 1 summary. 1 summary.html. Hit that. All of a sudden we got this color. We got the highlighting. That's very nice. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the calculus. So I'll have to delete that. So go up. Okay. And we'll delete through begin calculus summary. So delete that. Okay. And then we're beginning the pre-calc summary. We're ending the pre-calc summary there. So I'm just going to take this bit of code out and get rid of that. Hit Control Save. Okay. Now let's check this out. So we'll go here. We're going to go up. Pre-calculus open with Google Chrome. See, we have to specify the pathway. So that's no surprise. So we're going to go up here, and we're going to go specify the pathway, .. hit Control Save, refresh. And now we've got the pre-calculus summary. Okay, so we've got those 3 pages. We've got them saved. So now our next step is to go back to our index page. Okay, and we're going to start with summarizing semester 1. We'll keep that. We're going to go down here all the way to the end of the main. And keep going. Okay, we're going to go here and delete that. And now we'll type up a new paragraph. We'll say, for summaries on each mathematical course, please click below. And I'm going to close out this paragraph tag, and I'm going to start an unordered list, and I'll make okay, so we'll include the links in a moment. The first one's going to be calculus summary. That's the first list item. Second one is going to be my pre-calc summary. Okay, and then the third one is going to be my algebra 2 summary. Algebra 2 summary. Okay, and all right, and then close out the unordered list. And then what we're going to do is now we have to include the links, because now let's check our browser. So we have this open. Oh, one more thing we have to do. Notice the titles of these are all the same, so we're going to have to change those as well, and probably the descriptions. All right. So now we've got this as our home page. So we're going to have to add some stuff to this. This looks like a very small home page at the moment, but we click here, it doesn't go anywhere because the links aren't specified yet. So we have to do that. Okay, so for the calculus summary, I'm going to start in the calculus folder, and then it's going to be called calculus summary semester 1.html. I believe that's, yeah, and then we have the pre-calculus folder, and pre-calculus summary semester 1.html, and then we have algebra 2, and we're going to algebra, and notice I have to keep lowercase. If I have lowercase, algebra 2 summary semester 1.html. Hit Control Save. Go up here, we'll refresh. Let's see if it goes. File has not been found, so I specified the wrong thing. Okay, let's go back. Pre-calculus, I specified the wrong thing as well. All right, so I'll have to see my naming. Did I get algebra 2? I didn't get any of them. All right, let's see what the files are. All right, so pre-calculus semester 1 summary should be in pre-calculus. HTML. Summary. The home page, calculus dot summary. I know what I did. All right, it was semester 1 dash summary for each of these. So you gotta be careful with that, as you can see. All right, and then let's see if it works now. Okay. Control save. We're going to open the home browser. Okay. Now it goes there. Now, a couple things you're going to notice. What's going to happen when I click home? Files not found. So we got to fix that. Let's check these links though. Those seem to work. I'm going to hit the back button because, again, if I hit home, it's going to say file not found. All right. So there's a couple of reasons for that. And notice these all have, again, the home page here. So we have to change a few more things in the header file, in the head of the file. Okay, so let's go up. This is calculus. All right, so the menu. we're going to have to specify, we're going to have to move the pathway by hitting // It's going to go back up a folder when it looks for this. Okay, so that's going to take care of that. So if I go to Calculus Summary, refresh it, hit Home, it goes back. Okay, that's good. And then the title we're going to have to change. So we're going to change this, obviously, to Calculus Semester 1 Summary. Okay. All right, so now if we go here, notice in the tab it says Calculus Semester 1 Summary. So we've done that with this one. A couple other things we need to change. We're going to have to change the description. Okay, and this is going to be a summary of the topics covered in Calculus in Semester 1. Okay, so we're going to have to obviously change that. We want that description to change. That's an SEO thing, so we want to do that. Okay, moving to pre-calc, we're going to fix the pathways. So we want to go up a folder to look for the index, contact, and about page. And I haven't built a contact or about yet. That'll be a subsequent video. And we want to change the title. So this is going to be pre-calc Calculus Summary Semester 1. Okay, and then we want to change the description. Again, this is offline, but once it goes online and Google crawls it, you want a good description so people can find your site. And this is going to be a summary of pre-calc topics covered in Semester 1. So I'm going to hit Control Save. And, oh, no, this is Algebra 2. Sorry, wrong file. Just noticed that. I was looking up above, so change that, and then I have to change the title also. Algebra 2. Okay, now onto pre-calc. Okay, so again, change the pathways in these. Now, before you go too far with this, we may want to, with the menu, we want to figure out exactly what pages we're going to have up here. I'm probably not necessarily going to have contact about and all this stuff. And want to figure that out as we go, because it's going to be harder to change later on. Now, one thing that I may do is create a specific header file, and there are JavaScript functions and also PHP functions where you can, if I save this as these are PHP files, I can just do the include function and just call it in that way, or I could do a JavaScript function that calls it in and keep it as an HTML. And I am going to include in subsequent videos some further work on this website with JavaScript, and so you want to stay tuned for that, because that's going to bring in some functionality and some user interaction with the website, like quizzes and that kind of thing, that you can take it, and it's not going to store the quiz grid in a database. I need to do PHP and MySQL to do that, but what I could do is spit out a score, and that way you can take a practice quiz on the website and see how well you did. All right, so I'm going to finish this up. What I'm going to do is, this is just changing the description, so a summary of topics covered in Semester 1 in pre-calculus. Hit Control Save. Okay, and I think the titles are good, so let's go to the home page here. We're on the home page. Are we? No, now we are. Okay, so calculus goes there, go back home, pre-calc works, go back home, algebra 2 works, go back home. Okay, so in this third video, what we did is we created subfolders in our website, and we created so we moved some text from the index page into the subfolders and showed you how to use commenting to do that, and how to change the pathways of the new files created, so that in terms of the CSS stuff and in terms of the menu, so that it would look for those specific files in the folder above. And that was that // that we were using. In subsequent videos, we're going to add some functionality to the website. We'll work on the sidebars. We'll work on mobile optimizing the site, which we haven't done yet. If you can see, if I drag this smaller, it gets all crumbled up like this. So we're going to have some mobile specific CSS to get rid of that and make it look better, okay? And we're going to have to focus on the menu here as well to make that look better in subsequent videos. Anyways, thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for subsequent videos as we further develop this website.